Bards are great. We're just gonna let this play out. It's fine.
This is tonight's stream.
It's just this.
It's just us dancing.
Good evening. And we're finally back playing some tabletop.
Wow, it's
How the hell do we do this, by the way?
A lot.
How the hell do we do this, by the way?
Yeah, it was interesting. We had the break, we come back, and then we immediately get slapped with fatigue and sickness, and we go back on hiatus. So we got one full session into this arc.
And then I feel like that represents where this arc's going, though.
It could. It very well could. We don't know.
And my internet died, and I literally just got it back up and running 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, we were down to the wire where we may or may not have been live again. So. But we are not liars. We are here. We are back.
It's just 2020 trying to give us a few more extra challenges before it's over. But we're overcoming them!
Well, the funny thing is we're...
Bonus levels, side quests, whatever you want to call them.
Well, the funny thing is where Lindsay and I live, we got absolutely smacked with snow overnight. And it's still snowing. It's ridiculous.
Down here.
And there's areas around us that currently don't have power, and I was not sure if we would make it to tonight with power or not. We luckily haven't had any outages, but that would have been the next thing to happen.
So if we lose,
And Brian and Lindsay go dark.
Bye!
Oh man.
Winter has claimed them.
Yeah.
You guys could do what I did one night, stream from your phone.
Yeah.
We could certainly try.
All of us.
If I didn't have my internet up and running, that's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna join in through my phone and tablet combo.
Oh,
That's what
man.
I'm doing kind of right now.
But
Chromebook tablet combo.
yeah, so 10 minutes before we go live, Matt gets his internet fixed. We go live, and then power goes out. That's that's exactly what I was waiting for. We're just waiting for the absolute domino effect.
Don't speak
Of
it
everything.
Don't speak it into existence.
So, well, I hope in our tabletop absence, everybody enjoyed our Brawlhalla shenanigans. They got
The
pretty
fucking
ridiculous.
madness.
Yeah, that was fun. We might have to do it more often, but it was fun to do. So I guess let us see if I remember how to DM, and let's get right back into it. With a recap. Last time, I haven't a fucking clue.
Wait, we're not. Wait. So we're not playing
Wait.
Brawlhalla tonight?
Is this a test to see who took the good notes of session 1? I took notes.
Oh, do you think Callan here is a
Alright.
note taker? You're quite
took
mistaken.
My dude
I
has
don't
an
remember
intelligence
shit.
of an 8.
I
so
don't remember
he
shit about
definitely
session 1.
doesn't remember.
Alright, hit me, Anelia.
Oh, shoot, you're serious. Oh, well, I was about to start off with saying that Callan here and Anelia played, they had a thumb war. That was fun.
If I remember, Callan
Make
here
it-
won.
Making sure we got the important notes.
I don't remember that.
I have the thumb war written down in my notes because that is actually a butterfly effect that's going to affect sessions down the line.
They also dueled each other out of boredom, which Callan here did win that. Because
Callan
broke.
here lied and gave it to the win to you.
Oh,
If you
Oh.
remember.
I don't. Okay.
I remember. Yeah, he faked win. He's like, you got me.
I was like,
that's right.
you have
That's
wounded
right.
me. Oh no.
I'm
That's right.
stabbed.
Okay, but anyways,
So-
we were all requested to meet Radagast in was it Ruskabel? No,
It was not Roscabel.
it was Woodmen Town.
It was correct.
It was Woodmen Town, and then they all met each other and started to travel south with Radagast toward the Black Tarn, and ultimately to get to Dol Guldur. And what else do I have here? Fenbridge Castle was attacking other nearby Woodmen settlements. Gandalf asked to investigate. Also asked Thranduil to investigate mountains in Mirkwood. It's been 10 years since investigation of Dol Guldur and Banished. I'm gonna skip all this. Black Tarn. We made it to Black Tarn. Looks like a fun fishing little community, and met the spirits there.
I
They
go
look like they've
Lindsay
been
going
having
through her notes like something good, something good, something good, something good. It's a nice fishing community. Something good, something good, something good.
I mean, it's a
You look
page
like
and a
an
half.
elf and
I
it
don't
makes
think
me
you want me to read
smile.
the whole thing. River Maiden. Maiden informed that something dark slumbers in Mirkwood. Hunts continue to track bloody ghosts. Oh, we found out that was Gollum.
So the
yeah.
current fellowship that is made up of the High Elf Anelia,
Hi.
coming from Rivendell, the Wood Elf of Mirkwood, known as Callan here,
At your service.
Adunadain, from Arian, known as Arachrin,
What up?
and a Barding, known as Vali.
At your service.
The four of them were summoned by Radagast, most of them by his talking animal friends, which really perplexed a few. But they gathered in Woodmen Town on Midsummer's Day at the docks upon his request, where they met the wizard and on his boat, and were taken south heading to the Black Tarn, and were informed that upon the request of the Grey Pilgrim, also known as Gandalf the Grey, that they were to investigate Dol Guldur, the old fortress that once belonged to forces of the enemy that once belonged to the elves. And that is where they would be going over their journey, to see if there's any evidence or indication that Shadow has returned to the fortress.
Nah, it's fine.
After arriving at the Black Tarn, they continued south for 2 days, and came across a wandering merchant who was accompanying a small halfling known as Clovis.
Oh yeah, I have that too.
I still remember like how mind fucked we were at that moment.
Those that remember our arc back in Lake Town and Dale knew Clovis also as Longo, a head of a criminal organization known as the Fangs of Smog. But this turned out to be a little bit of a split personality issue caused by a cursed scabbard. However, he turned himself at the end, and he was imprisoned, and up until this point, what had become of him was not known. But it appears he is alive, and he is heading west back home.
Yay.
And that is where we left off. So we will pick up right there. As the next morning, as Clovis and his compatriot Valdis have left in the morning, heading west towards Roscabel. And you four, along with Radagast, plan to continue south, heading for Dol Guldur. So before you guys head out in the day, it has been 2 days. You can mark off 2 days of rations.
Oh
Unless
yeah.
Is there anything you wish to do before you head out?
Nope.
I think I do. Let me double check.
You think you do?
Oops, I did not mean to do that.
How's the weather looking? I would like
Quite
to use
magical.
my weather lore feature.
Give me a nature check, or is that a feature that does not require a check?
I don't think it does. As a seasoned traveler, you have an uncanny ability to predict the weather. You can quote-unquote smell rain or snow earlier than others, or sense when a fog is about to roll in. You also know the best places for shelter. Oh, that's something different. Good grab. Yeah, it just says I can figure it out.
You can figure it out.
Does your
I
elf
can-
nose smell, Anelli?
Yeah, I can link the full description if you want it.
Sure, go ahead.
Actually-
Though as you get up in the morning, it doesn't take
There we go.
too much to figure it out that it is raining in the morning, pretty steadily. There are some rumbles of thunder in the distance, but as far as you can tell through the forest canopy, sky is pretty heavily clouded in all directions. It looks like the rain's probably not going to let up for a while.
So, DM, before we go any further, can I use my Rumor of the Earth feature?
Go ahead and
I'll
remind.
send it in-
Yeah, go ahead and remind me what that is.
You used
So,
it
I'm-
right at the end of last session.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you got a
Yeah.
natural 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, I forgot. It's been a while, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, never
No,
mind.
you're good.
Ignore me. Well, technically, wasn't this a... No, never mind. It wasn't a long rest. Okay, keep going.
And you got a bunch of information about Gollum, I think.
I
Yeah,
did first
I wrote
my news from afar.
Oh, you did. Trying to remember what you got with Rumor of the Earth.
He got info from about I
me
think it
bring up
was
my
more
notes.
about the happenings of Amon Balglir,
Also known as?
Fenbridge
Oh.
Castle.
No.
It's like
Isn't it?
Terra Hill or something.
I mean Tyrant's
Tyrant's
Hill, yes,
Hill.
but
Iron's Hill.
isn't
Oh,
it not?
Fenbridge
yeah,
Castle
oh,
and Tyrant's
God,
Hill
yeah.
are different.
I remember.
Oh, that's right.
remember
Two
Okay.
different
Like,
locations.
People like... Yeah, people like skirted
If I
across
remember
and
the
was
map
like,
correctly.
Oh, shit.
It goes Tyrant's
I
Hill,
remember now.
Fenbridge Castle, then Dol Guldur.
That's right.
You mean this ye old map?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Classic.
So, the distances are a little messed up on this map, but yeah. You guys are currently in the narrows of the forest and heading south.
Oh boy. Mordred
It's
with
gonna
a
be fun.
Palantir.
Wonder who gave him that.
No one in this party.
Yeah.
Nobody can be
Uh,
mad
No
at anyone in this party.
Sometimes I wish
No-
I was
no-
still my past two characters.
No one but someone.
You guys gather your things and prep to head out for the day's journey. And entering the third day of the trek from the Black Tarn, you guys edge further and further south through the rain as the thunder rolls in. No lightning, mostly just thunder rolls and a steady pace of rain. Your boots sink into the ground and the earth as it becomes muddied and sloshing through. Radagast doesn't seem too inhibited by it, but his footsteps still make noise. And as you guys get probably about 4 to 5 hours of travel, about midday, you come over a hilltop and you see rising in the distance a rising spire above the rest of the wood that rests upon a wooded hill. And Radagast sort of eyes it, as you guys can see smoke coming from the chimneys from around the tower and within the other parts of the walls and the fortress itself. Radagast sort of stops and just looks it over silently, just kind of muttering. Over there lies Amon Balglir, also known as Tyrant's Hill. You must be careful.
That's quite a lovely name.
Yes, the elves gave it that name.
Do I know why?
Give me a lore check.
22.
During the War of Wrath, when Sauron had a formidable force within Mirkwood in this region, Boglir was mainly a forward observation post of orcs and other shadow. So
Okay.
the fact that it was usually under the control of shadow influence, the elves gave it a nickname of Tyrant's Hill, as it was the only hill fortress in the area that sort of rose above everything else.
Okay.
We best move forward cautiously. I'd rather not attract the attention of those inside Boglir.
Well, moving cautiously is no problem for me. I can't speak for the rest of the party, however.
Excellent.
I'll make do.
They won't receive our presence well.
It's hard to say, but I'd rather not chance it. Some time ago, there was a folk moot back in Roskabel among the meeting of the Woodmen societies.
I tried, man.
The leader in that tower was not received too well. His current motives are unknown, and he's been mostly silent since then.
My ass.
But I'm sure he's not holding the rest of the Woodmen in high regard, especially me. I was there.
I got a feeling in a past life I know it too.
Past life would imply you died.
Emotionally.
So,
Pickup Valley? There's much more adventure to be had.
Yes. Let us make our way.
Excellent, if we're all in agreement. Let us move forward, quietly.
Callan here will proceed as quietly as he can.
Excellent.
So
Come
will
on.
Valley.
Raccoon will attempt, but obviously it's raining. He'll obviously get stuck in the mud and slip.
and Nelia will follow everyone else's lead and do her best.
Excellent. Come along. He starts trotting down the hill. Stealth checks, everyone.
Oh.
6
Not a
from
good
volley.
start.
6 from volley.
Ooh. Ooh.
Give me one.
Come on. I have a 5.
How does the one with the 1 modifier does better than the ones with like a 4 and a
4
5?
and a 5.
Okay.
Fucking elves.
I'm pretty sure. What is it? Is it the Call of Mirkwood?
You looking for your particular stealth ability?
Yeah, you have advantage on any dexterity stealth checks, no matter the environment.
Yes.
And if I succeed, I can spend inspiration to accomplish something. But we'll save that for another time.
All right. 27.
Oops, I'm the wrong name.
Fighter's not that good.
That's his player. That's his player.
Oh come on,
Alright.
let Fighter make like a guest appearance.
Clank.
Stealth of 11, very nice Fighter. What you do in your spare time?
Well done.
His base is higher than mine still.
All right,
His
so
base is higher than yours and mine combined.
27 from Kawahira, 10 from Aracrin, 18 from Anelia, 6 from Volley. All right.
Rub it in, that's fine.
All right.
If Bali specifically failed us, I need you to rub it in.
So as you guys make your way through Mirkwood, you
Hate
come
my
back down.
fellowship.
Come back down your hill, the hill you're on, and the tower of Tyrant's Hill almost gets eclipsed by the tree canopy, but from where you are, you can still see it, just barely. You see a smokestacks rising off, and you do see some movement along the walls of the fortress. But you do your best to keep as quietly as you can, moving through the forest, with Radagast initially out in front, and then he slowly starts to like trek into like the center of the group, and you all just sort of move as one through the forest. And
Slop, slip, slop.
yeah, it's a lot of
Callan here
just-
is pulling a legless, and he's stepping so lightly he doesn't sink into the mud.
yep.
I sound like fucking Squidward when I'm walking. Wah, 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 wah.
Both of the elves basically are just standing on top of the ground, not sinking into it.
And Anelia is still in chainmail.
Meanwhile, I look at a racker and help me!
Don't you get disadvantage with chainmail? Unless you have medium.
Not as a weapon master. I chose the defense where I ignore disadvantages on stealth.
Excellent.
And the lookouts, Aracarin.
Oh god. Oh, to
Callan
say
here.
Bali. That would've been bad.
Give me a
Yeah, I was gonna
perception
say, it's
check.
I'm just back here trying to get my ass moving.
Oh dear god. It's
6
hot.
from Aracarin with a +4. Ooh.
Yeah, he's trying to stay so quiet. He's like, oh god, it's stuck. Oh no, this one's stuck.
No, I'm legally blind.
My shoes are still untied. I'm losing them.
As you're sloshing through the mud as the rain picks up, you can hear it clinking against your cloaks and some of your mail. But between the rain, the sloshing, and just the noise of the forest in general, you don't seem to pick up on anything. After a couple of more minutes, you get sort of closer and closer through Tyrant's Hill. Eventually, a voice calls out from the forest. Hold it right there!
Oh, did Callan here not roll his perception?
Was I supposed to?
Oh,
Aren't the both of you lookouts?
Yeah, I missed. I missed my name being called.
Go ahead.
That's a 19, not 21.
19. Alright, in that
But
case...
if you want, I'll play it off that Callan here doesn't warn anybody about what he sees.
That's up to him. What would he do?
You
A ways back, you notice a couple of individuals deeper in the forest are sort of not stalking, but following off in the wings.
Yeah, Callan here wouldn't want to push a confrontation, so he wouldn't address it. That's why he wouldn't address it.
So after a while, after taking note of this and saying nothing, eventually a voice calls out as you get closer to the tower. Keep in mind, you're not heading directly towards the tower. You're sort of veering off, trying to stay away from it, as it's not exactly in your path. But a voice does call out, "Stop right there!"
Huh.
I turn to look toward the voice.
I'm gonna turn towards it also and just go, what?
Yeah, I mean, Callan here will as well.
You all
Guess
turn
we all
east.
turn.
You see several individuals that you can see with the bows notched pointing at you, and one standing sort of arms crossed, isn't wielding a weapon, but does have a sword on her hip. She's standing with a shorter brown hair, and is just looking over all of you. You're trespassing. What are you doing here?
Our sincerest apologies. Miss... My name's Callan here.
Dagmar.
Miss Dangmar. My sincerest apologies. My companions and I, seek, merely passage to the southernmost reaches of, Mirkwood. So we have no intention of trespassing upon your land. In fact, we were trying to avoid it to the best of our ability. Having some markers around would be helpful in the future for that. However, do not worry. We are just merely passing through.
We're gonna die here.
She like cocks an eyebrow at you like, what on earth is this?
Also, as he introduced himself, he did a deep bow. Like, at the waist.
It's literally Astarion. That's all that's all I picture. Like, you're not your model, just Astarion.
Right. Well, whether you intended to pass through here or not, passing through requires the say-so of the Lord of the Land.
Forgive
Well,
us,
then.
lady, we didn't know.
Well then,
What
how
is-
about you say so, and we pass on, and we separate as acquaintances.
What is Radagast doing right now?
You turn around to look at Radagast, there is no one there.
Son of a, I knew it!
I just kind of say under my voice, motherfucker. So I'm just going, forgive us, lady, we didn't mean to trespass. We didn't know we needed permission to go through here.
Raccoon's gonna catch up, and as soon as he like gets through like a bush, he's like, "Hey guys, I almost made," and then just
Your shoelaces untied again, Arachrin.
he's gonna just thumbs up while he's still bubbling in the mud.
Just face down.
See, like, some of the men with the bows are just, like, looking at each other like, who the hell
Now, come
did
now,
we just
gentlemen.
intercept?
Come now, gentlemen. We are clearly inept, and you will not require your weapons.
That's what I was going for. It's getting my persuasion that we're not a threat.
I was just gonna say, too, like,
For persuasion check.
Do I
At
get...
advantage.
volley-
Advantage.
Okay, nice.
Volley's gonna put his his face in his hand for a
Oh,
second.
ho, ho! Natural 20, that's
Nice.
30.
Natural 20.
hey!
My God.
Thank you for the
That's
help,
outdone.
Arachrin.
Hey, that put us at 30 crits with the count.
30 for
30
30.
30. Haha.
Ba-doom.
They all are just sort of looking at each other, and Dagmar just puts up a hand, and they all lower their weapons. You are by far the dumbest trespassers I've ever come across.
Out of
Wow, we're
character.
trespassing?
I feel like that's saying a lot about our previous characters. In character.
So my hands are down. I was kind of looking at it. I was like, hopefully, you just mean those two.
Well,
Guys, we're trespassing?
This is news to me, lads.
Yes, Arachrin, we are trespassing. Now please remove your face from the mud.
Oh, I mean, that's how I'm talking to you. I just need to get up.
I misspoke. Remove the mud from your face. That is their mud.
Oh, okay.
You see, we mean no harm. I'm sure we are just merely passing through. I'm sure your lord, whoever that may be, won't mind. We won't be a bother. You won't see us again.
it's not for me to decide. It is one of my duties as his captain to bring forth all trespassers and those wishing to gain access to pass through here before him so that they may request such a gift. Now, due to your current situation and your ineptability,
Again, I just hope it means those
I'd
two.
be more than willing to escort you not as prisoners. So you'll be in my good graces, if anything.
I would prefer not going as a prisoner, lady.
Well, I do enjoy, I must agree, I do enjoy not being a prisoner. And I do enjoy being in the good graces of one such as yourself, Lady Dagmar.
Take it.
And he just does a slight incline of his head. Very well, I guess. I believe you have the, say-so here, considering we are trouncing on your mud. Should we, go with these fine men and women?
I'd rather avoid a skirmish with fellow men, so yes. Let's
Yes, I prefer
take a trip.
I prefer not fighting at all. Ever.
Well,
I
I'm
bruise
just
easily.
So I'm gonna walk like calmly and gently like towards Dagmar or like near them and be like, please, lead the way.
wise decision.
I'm going to
Come on.
I'm going to offer Dagmar just a little sip from my wineskin and see if she takes it.
Give me a persuasion check.
Say, hey man, you want to hit?
Oh! That's another natural 20 for a total of 30.
How do you have such a high bonus to your persuasion? Holy shit.
Because I have expertise in it.
Oh, sweet Jesus, this is gonna be a
And
fun
I have +4 to charisma.
Yep,
Oh my
that's,
god.
that's,
So
that's how Thea got +12 for hers.
Initially, oh shit!
Minnie wants you to reroll.
Ah! If this, Minnie, if I roll another natural 20 here, you owe a gift sub. I'm not gonna say that. That's up to you. Ah, 14. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it!
Ah.
That's a
Wait,
natural 4.
So
Wait, why'd you roll again?
Mini pie
Minnie
redeemed.
you redeemed channel points to force a
I missed that.
reroll.
Probably
Oof.
that one.
Okay. So you
That's a
you
big
extend
change.
the wine.
That's like
You
half.
extend the wine skin, and initially she's like, no, and then she stops and goes, what? No.
Very well, more for me. But it would be rude not to offer. And I drink some of my wine.
So
Lady Dagmar, is it?
Aye.
What's the name of your lord, so I may properly greet him?
You can refer to him as Lord Mordred.
Lord Mogdred, correct?
Yes. He is the
Very
lord
good.
of these lands.
Very good.
Eventually, she leads you guys through a thicker part of the forest, heading towards Tyrant's Hill. So, what brings you this far south?
Oh, there's, just sightseeing, exploring. We heard there are many adventures to be had in the most southern reaches of Mirkwood.
Adventures? Do you have a death wish?
Me? Of course I do. There's so much to see in this world.
You know what? I'm sorry I asked. Eventually you guys come to the base of a hill, and sitting on top of that hill is a stone fortress with a large tower coming out of it. You see tattered banners that don't seem to bear any real symbol. They seem to be mishmashed. You see that the guards along the walls and patrolling have patchwork armor made up of leathers, hides that look mostly woodmen, but then mails and helms and even weapons that appear to be more orcish in nature. So it seems to be a real ragtag group here. Though every single one you come across looks like they've seen better days. Looks like life has chewed them up and spat them out. They look like nasty people who aren't really warm and welcoming to any outsider. Even though you are brought in under Dagmar's authority, everyone that you seem to pass sort of side eyes you and just sort of keeps you at a distance.
I try to offer one of them some of my wineskin to improve their mood.
Piss off.
More for me.
Dagmar,
I just kind of look fine, bunch of folk.
do you
Hi.
do you get trespassers often?
Not if we can help it.
We came recently from the Black Tarn and saw that they were having some not the best of days either. Are you perhaps experiencing the same problems?
There's a band of orcs in the south that usually come up north. We've done our best to keep them at bay, but we can only withstand so much.
Orcs, you say? I should like to see them myself.
Well, if you continue south, if the Lord allows it, make for Fenbridge. We'll find a whole host there.
Most interesting indeed.
And so the Woodmen settlements are just left on their own by their own means to defend?
Is that our responsibility to defend them?
I'm merely curious and just asking questions. Apologies, I am not completely familiar with the customs and tactics of the Woodmen.
Can I whisper to Callan here enough to where no one else can hear me but him?
You can try.
And make it look non-conspicuous? What kind of check would that be?
To be non-conspicuous. Just give me a regular stealth check.
Okay.
At this point, since I've had a conversation with Dagmar and some of one of the guards, I guess, just a brief, and hearing them speak, I would like to use my Master of Intrigue ability.
Okay.
Which allows me to unerringly mimic the speech patterns and accent of a creature I hear speak for at least 1 minute, enabling myself to pass off as a native speaker of a particular land, provided I know the language. So obviously, they don't have elves among them, but
Right.
I'm going to try to put them at ease by talking in a similar pattern and accent that they do.
Okay. You may go ahead and whisper. Whether it'll be heard, we don't know.
Okay, so I'm just gonna whisper to Callan here. Let's convince them I'm on contract for a hunt.
What are you hunting, Valley?
Whatever darkness is around here.
Oh, I didn't know you were hunting orc heads.
I usually do. It's my pastime. Something I picked up after my years in the army.
How much money do you make for on your hunts usually when you return?
Depends on the price. If it's one orc, usually ask for a decent amount of gold. If it's a small battalion and I'm just hunting one commander, it just depends.
Interesting. Perhaps that is a way to for me to earn some money as well. I'll keep that in mind.
Earn some money, but we can also keep our heads. These people don't seem like they're the kind who are going to let us walk out of here.
Oh, my dear Valley. It'll be fine.
Just
Do not
If you
fret
say so.
your little head.
I'm going to say very sarcastically, I will do my best.
Yes, I was only curious. I was
Tech-
told while we were up at the Black Tarn that defenses mostly lie in Woodman Town and Mountain Hall. So apologies if I did not happen to hear of your strategies against the orcs also.
Well, if you ask any of the Woodmen settlements, they'll be really quick to tell you we're not one of them. And she sort of turns and keeps moving essentially leaving the conversation. Something really did not sit well.
I was waiting for that.
Uh-oh.
Well, it seems you secure your lands pretty well, Dagmar. I am impressed.
We do our best with what we have, which is mostly scavenging and guerrilla.
I see. Perhaps in our adventures southward, we can procure better items for you should we come across them amongst these orcs.
Would be appreciated. But first, let's see if you are allowed to continue. She walks up to the door of the tower and pushes open one of the wooden doors. Well, I hope you guys are ready.
As ever, my lady.
Callan here, just since you've done most of the talking, give me a traditions check.
Ah, I suck at traditions.
Okay. Alright.
Uh-oh.
Callan here just talks. He's good at talking, not good at custom.
He talks and good looks.
I just switch on over. Well, that's a happy bird. We don't want happy birds.
Where are the sad
It'll work.
birds?
It'll work. It's fine. It just as she opens the door, walks in, and gestures you all forward. You come into a moderate hall that does look like it's been mostly in ruins, though it looks like they're going through some repairs. But at the end of one hall at the end of the hall, up a few flights or a few stairs, there's a stone throne where a large individual sits, and there are about two others standing in front of them. They seem to be talking back and forth. Dagmar leads you guys about halfway in and announces herself. Captain Dagmar returning. I found some trespassers that wish to request passage.
Hello.
my lord. They all sort of turn and look around at all of you. And the one on top of the throne replies, "Will be but a moment. You may stay right there." She sort of does a small bow and then leads you off to the side, up closer in the wings, as the three continue their conversation while you wait.
Callan
Do we
here,
recognize?
Callan here is just gonna try his best to stealthily listen in onto the conversation.
Perception check.
Could I see like what kind of people these two are? Like what race or where they're from?
You can also give me a perception check.
Hey,
19.
that's better.
They're both men. The two that are not obviously on the throne. They're both men from what you can tell. One does appear to match the garb of the rest of the encampment in the fortress. So you quickly kind of place him as among some sort of high ranking within whatever this is. The other seems to be a bit more well dressed, something that you have noticed. He almost looks like he'd be not nobility and not like lower class, sort of like a middle class of Lake Town or Dale.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much where you can place them based on just observations.
Okay.
But you don't recognize any of them by any name or anything. Callan here, with your elf ears, you're able to pretty much pick up everything that is being said. So you bring reports. Were you successful? Aye, sir, we were. They're placing blame at King Dane.
Oh,
Next.
Excellent. We don't need the North uniting on our borders any more so than they already have. Keeping the dwarven kingdoms at bay is our best option. Aye. Luckily, the mercenaries you sent forth were enough to sneak in the rest of the guard. So, we are successful on that end. Good.
Oh, shit.
And what of Seowin? Well, sir, he's denied every emissary we've sent. He won't hear us out. The village is Sunstead, correct? In the East Bight? Aye. If he won't hear us out, I might know somebody who can get in there for us. I know somebody that owes me a favor.
Fuck.
So I'm familiar with who you're talking about, but we haven't seen him since the siege. How are we going to find them? I have something that was given to me. We'll find him with no issues.
Hey, Matt, as a player,
I hate both of you right now.
what did I do?
The drama.
The fuck did I do?
You agreed to help.
I didn't really agree. I lost a bet.
You lost the duel.
Because I was tired and God knows what else. I was like rolling shit that night.
We'll track
Did
him
anyone hear the
down.
whiskey calling? Nope, it's just me. Okay.
We'll track him down. At least, he's at least a familiar face, Seowin. So we'll have him deliver our message. And perhaps we'll have a friendly ear within the East Bight. Valar know we need it. Very good, sir. Is there anything else you need of us? Not at this moment. Return to your posts.
Oh, and he reaches down and grabs a small leather pouch and throws it at the more well-dressed individual. Grabs it. Thank you. I'll be returning home. If you have need of me, you know where to find me.
Hurry off quickly before I have something for you.
And two men turn promptly and walk on out.
Captain Dagmar, you may present the trespassers.
Very well, Lord. Come along.
Callan here will go up, and he'll just go into a deep bow and hold it for a moment.
I'll just walk up and just kind of nod my head as in respect to the Lord.
Do I happen to know what might be a good Woodman way of saying what's up? Not
Walk up-
specifically
what?
what's up, but
Everyone else like bowing in respect.
bow.
They look, what up?
The high elf walks in.
sup.
How you doing?
No, just to make sure that she's presenting herself well and not potentially pissing people off at the very beginning.
Tradition check.
Okay, Dolkeys.
Ooh.
Well,
Natural 1.
I guess it will be what's up.
You are
You're
not.
about something, motherfucker.
You are not well versed in Woodman culture, especially,
Then-
or at least in this formal setting, or at least what you
Then-
perceive to be formal.
Okay, so then after that total brain fart, she will do her typical Rivendell elf greeting, speaking in Quenya. So yeah, a formal hail, ah yeah, and she'll bow.
So the 4 of you were found marching through my lands. heading south into Mirkwood.
Yes, my lord Mordred, we were.
And what purpose do you have here?
To be straightforward, my lord, adventure. We hear there are many dangers in the south, and we, wish to explore them.
And where did your journey originate? Where did you come from?
Oh, I came from the very northern reaches of, Mirkwood. I mostly travel alone, but, this party here came together, and, with the goal of traveling south. I cannot speak for where my companions came from.
So where did you all meet then?
We all met at Woodmen town for convenience, and then we started our long march through the forest from there.
And you find it prudence to march through lands without seeking out their lord, requesting that you graciously pass through.
That is... forgive us of our ignorance, lord. We did not know these lands to be occupied and ruled by such a powerful figure as yourself. Should we have known, we would have come immediately to you and requested passage. We are merely wayward travelers who did not realize where we were stepping.
You wouldn't be traveling with that wizard Radagast, would you?
Wizard? I've never met a wizard in my life. I do know a bit of magic tricks myself. Nothing but just a little sleight of hand. But, no, I've never met a wizard.
Deception check.
Here we go. 20.
20.
21. Hit me.
He might get a 21.
So other than just adventure and journeying, what business do you have going south? Things are... The land is not what it once used to be.
Oh, I do know that, Lord. I thrive on the thrill of potentially meeting death every day. My companion, Vali here, he claims to be a collector of orc heads. Says he makes a living from it. And from the rumors we hear, there are plenty of orc heads to collect in the south.
Interesting. So you're a hunter, are you?
Vali is.
Yeah.
I'm merely his agent, you could say at this point.
I just kind of raise an eyebrow at him, just like the same. I'm guessing his Mogdra's giving him going. Go.
As you've noticed, we all maintain a certain amount of ineptitude, as Dagmar noticed in the forest. My particular lacking skill is combat. I cannot hold my own in a fight.
Forgive me.
That is why
Lord
I surround
Mogdred.
myself with strong companions.
Forgive me, Lord Mogdred, if I may call you such, if I may speak.
Please, hunter.
I am down here on search of a contract to make a little bit of gold. And these three were called to a very similar contract, and they are helping me with such. And forgive me. Forgive my intrusion on your lands. But I did not know we needed permission of such.
And your contract is for orc heads.
Yes, Lord. Contract called for a type of darkness going down south.
Tell me, Vali, do you only hunt orcs?
I consider all enemy of darkness the enemy, my lord. Not just orcs. Goblin, anything that serves servants of shadow.
All servants, you say?
I see there, Matt.
Is it possible in your mind for any servant of the shadow to be redeemed?
Never quite crossed my mind.
Well, surely as a hunter, you try to gain understanding of all aspects of your prey. Have you ever come across anything, any of your quarry, that once you've caught it, you thought, no, this doesn't deserve it. This is not what I thought it was.
Not quite, Lord.
And to be honest, I don't know how much experience my friend Vali has in the field here. Like I said, I have not known him very long, a few days at most.
All my contracts have killed, maimed, even worse. When I came across them, they were usually laughing about it. Not for good reason.
I've come across plenty of non-shadow entities that did the exact same.
Forgive me, Lord, I don't hunt a non-shadow.
Interesting. So, you wish to head south through my lands to hunt orc heads per contract from
Just a merchant.
just a merchant. Any orc heads? Why orc heads in southern Mirkwood?
Well, if I may step in here for a moment, my lord. The location of the orcs do not matter. We've merely heard rumors that there are many orcs in southern Mirkwood, so there is a large crop, if you would, to harvest.
There is no shortage of them in the south anymore. A persuasion check.
Me? Callan here?
One of you, whoever wishes
Wait.
to.
You.
Another
please.
20, and I'm just rolling 10s. I'm just rolling
20.
10s. Expertise.
Wait, did you say persuasion or deception?
Persuasion. I did deception because I lied about meeting the wizard.
Got it.
Yep.
Oh, okay, there's a 20.
Oh yeah, now it popped up.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. I was looking, I was like,
I will let you pass. You may seek your orc heads in the south, though the only reason I allow it is that I'm not quite sure you know what you're getting into down there. But if you make your way down there and survive, I would request you return back here. I would like to see the number that you hunted.
graciously, Lord.
Yes, thank you for your gracious leave to pass through your lands. And should we ever pass through them again, say, when we do on our return journey, we will stop by and inform you of our progress, and to request further passage through your land.
Very well.
What is
And,
this guy's demeanor this whole time? Like, other than trying to be intimidating enough, unless he's not trying to perceive that way.
Give me an insight check. I mean, his natural speaking voice is
Right, but
intimidating.
I'm just trying to get a little more from who we...
No.
You know, in reality,
Wah,
I probably should have made that check, but it okay.
wah. Womp
Womp womp.
It's really hard to read his body language, and how he's carrying the conversation.
Okay. Can do I happen to see any tiny little animal critters around or outside through windows? Like birds or mice or.
Give me a perception check.
Please roll high. That's better.
16.
16. You see outside because it is still raining. Through a window, not a whole lot of birds moving about, but you think you do see a few squirrels trotting about, but nothing beyond that. Nothing like in a window, like standing watching or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Very well, you may pass through these lands. And go knowing that the Lord of Tyrants Hill has allowed it.
Of course. And anything.
I was doing a slight bow. Oh, good. Sorry.
And anything we find as bounty is due to your graciousness, Lord.
Good luck, you're going to need it down there.
I'm just gonna
Dagmar,
bow
see
my
them
head.
out.
Thank you, Lord.
If we're lucky, we might die.
Dagmar,
See them out. I have to see if I can track someone down.
Very well, Lord. Come. She leads you guys back out into the rain and to the main gate of the fortress. Well, you're free to go. Suggest if you come back through this area, that's make yourselves a little bit more known next time. Sneaking about
How
is
can
not generally taken too lightly.
How can we do such, lady?
Oh, I can make quite the scene. You will know the moment I get near.
Yes, we know you can make a scene, Callan's here. Lady, how would you prefer to let you know that we're here?
Just head for this fortress. One of the patrols will spot you.
Will they know that we're a
Merely-
friend?
Absolutely not. Merely say that you're seeking an audience with Lord Mordred.
Fair enough. In the meantime, good day to you, lady.
Safe journey.
Pleasure meeting you. And your lord.
You guys exit the fortress into the rain and continue heading south. Delayed
Yay,
some,
the
num- some number of hours.
I'm
When
trying
we're
to
away,
keep an eye out.
when we're away, I'm
for-
just gonna go.
I'm trying to keep an eye out for Radagast.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, oh, that went not as bad as I thought.
Oh, by the Valar! Wow, we do not want to touch that with a 10-foot pole ever again.
Yeah, I gotta say I agree with you, Cannoneer.
No, Valley. Did you hear the discussion they had?
Barely, but just judging by the Lord on the throne, he gives me a bad feeling.
They are actively dividing the North. Specifically, they had some plot against the dwarves that came to fruition. I do not know what.
Is that about the rumor that Vali heard with Lord Frar?
Quite possibly.
Well,
I don't know any other skirmish or whatnot that would have went on, but
also they're seeking to recruit somebody to infiltrate the East Bight for them.
wonder who it may be.
To gain the ear of a Saowen. Whatever they're plotting, it is not in the best interests of the North. But I do not know what it is. So, very dangerous people. I'm glad it didn't come to a fight, though.
Yes. No one got imprisoned, no one fought. It was a successful trip.
Do you normally get imprisoned or have to fight?
Me?
Yes.
More than I care to admit.
I see.
Sometimes the contract doesn't go as well as I want it to. So, for negotiations, one of those two has to happen.
What do you think, Arachrin?
Yo, yeah, that was pretty bad in there.
Ah, yes, quite the insight. I may wish to discuss it more in depth with you, the intricacies of seeking counsel with hostile dignitaries and lords.
Oh, I know how to talk my way through things. I just don't know much.
Ah,
I
excellent.
understand a lot.
How far ahead are we?
Ahead?
Like how far away are we from the fortress?
Tyrant's Hill or Dol Guldur?
Tyrant's Hill. Like, are we away from being within earshot?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna mutter, well, let's at least continue and perhaps our other friend will join back with us.
As you guys continue your trek further south after your run-in with Lord Mordred and the men of Tyrant's Hill, we are going to take a 5-minute break.
Ooh.
So we will be right back. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back here on AdventureCheck.com. Well,
Right,
Twitch TV
right
slash
DM.
AdventureCheck.
I'm touching it.
Okay, goodbye for 5 minutes.
All right. Right this second. Good day. Hey everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. Hopefully the story is easy to follow after starting session 1, breaking for like 3 weeks, and then coming back. Hopefully that doesn't happen too often, but you know, life. And when you have at least 5 people in a game, and potentially more, gets hard to organize sometimes. One person drops, if you don't, and depending on where you're in the story, depends on what you're gonna do. So, bear with us. Thanks for being here. Tomorrow night, we'll be back with our paint and chat with Lindsay.
That's me! Hi!
Excellent. Just a good old-fashioned sit-down painting and chatting. She's doesn't have any Strahd minis to paint at this point, because while we had another Strahd session, we haven't released the episode yet.
No, it wasn't in person either, because we made it virtual again.
Right.
We're talking about virtual is the new in person.
I do have more Strahd minis, but if you were to paint them tomorrow night, they would be potential spoiler for you guys for the episode, so we'll hold off on those. If you enjoyed the session tonight so far, or if you have been with us since February? Is that when we started?
Yep.
Yeah, February. You've probably heard the music like this and the other soundscapes that you've heard earlier tonight. All that is courtesy of Battle Bards. So if you want to bring the next level of immersion with soundscapes, sound effects, NPC scripts to your table, whether it's virtual like this, or physically at a table again, maybe someday, once upon a time, it used to happen. It might come back, we're not sure. Scholars theorize, but no one knows for sure. Then you can get yourself a BattleBards subscription, which will get you access to their entire library, in-store discounts if you actually want to purchase anything that you get. Also get you a subscription to Plate Mail Games, so you can have access to both. And you can get things like the caster, soundboard, and even a mixer if you want to upload your own audio. So you can get all that. If you go over to battlebards.com or hit up Nightbot or look at the link in the panels below, and you can use the coupon code ADVENTURE so you can get a little extra stoofs on behalf of us to you. So, we will be continuing the session here right when I find the right music I want. Something good, something good, something good.
You look like Snoopy and it makes me smile.
Oh, there it is.
Family Guy
That-
reference for all who
That
don't
is
know.
not it. Oh, that's right. I have too many folders of stuff. Cool. You can all listen to the track that will be accompanying Lindsay's painting tomorrow night.
Ah, yes.
You should
Good
all
old
know it.
classic.
We should all know this one.
You should all know it well. I know the words by heart.
The words.
So, the four of you were intercepted by the men of Tyrant's Hill, and you were brought before Lord Mordred, Lord of the Land, Lord of Tyrant's Hill.
Men are weak.
Men are weak. How'd it going? I was there.
Men are weak, at least all the ones I've come across.
Spooky.
Okay. Asking me about
Um,
redemption? Dude, I don't know. I just kill him.
That is good to know. Your viewpoints on
anymore.
life.
So you were brought before him, and through parlaying with the Lord Mordred, he is allowing you to progress further through his lands and heading into southern Mirkwood. And the main request is to, if you survive, return with a count of how many orcs you slew. And the other request from Dagmar is that if you ever come through here again, just to be sure to make yourselves known by coming straight to Tyrant's Hill and paying respects, essentially, to the Lord.
Coming through. Hello?
So as you guys begin to head further south from Tyrant's Hill, eventually heading into what is known as the haunted woods of southern Mirkwood. It's still raining. Hasn't really let up as the evening draws closer. But you have noticed that Radagast has not returned.
How long has it been?
Couple of hours.
Okay.
Well, well, without our guide, I suggest we make camp and we just continue with what our original mission was, which was to go south to Dol Guldur. We'll hit Fanbridge Castle first, and we'll see what lays beyond.
Sounds like a good time.
Yes, perhaps he is trying to meet with us somewhere, but because we keep going, perhaps he's having issues finding us. Another part of my weather lore is that I know the best places to shelter from. Oh wait, to shelter from sudden storms and which areas to avoid. Would that potentially help me scout about for a place to camp?
That doesn't limit to any particular land.
No, do you want me to link the description again?
Please.
Feel free to take it to your discretion.
Well-established habits. Good quickly forge what you need before settling into wait out a storm.
Unless it just pertains to, like, bad weather or something.
So this is somewhat sounds like a really bad storm. It's not really storming. It's just been a consistent rain.
Okay.
It's nothing that there's no like high winds or anything like you need to seek shelter immediately, if that's
Okay.
what you're getting at.
No, I was just seeing if it could come into play at all right now or not.
It could very well, if for the night, if you guys are stopping for camp already.
I believe we are, right? Is that what we just agreed?
Yeah. Unless, cause it's getting night, right?
Yeah.
It's dark.
Yeah. So we'll try
Yeah.
to set up for camp.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So,
if-
Anelia, you are able to find a shelter enough spot amongst a rather large tree where the trunk is almost hollowed out. It's not hollowed out enough to like be able to walk inside and be able to shelter in there, but it does provide like a bit of an alcove that you can use your camping materials to help make it a better situation.
Okay. Here. I believe this will work for us for the night.
Ah. Good eye, Anelia.
Thank you. I can go out and search for some perhaps dry firewood and other things if necessary.
And I will stand on watch and make sure no one discovers our camp. And should they, I will talk their ear off until they get bored and desire to leave.
Well,
How about I go hunt, Anelia, and collect some firewood upon a mount?
sure. I can assist with that as well if you'd like.
The more the merrier.
Very well. And hopefully the only person who will be running into us for the evening is Radagast. I wonder where he went.
Don't hold your hopes high for that wizard.
Do you know Radagast well?
No, but I know his type. Quick to run out of danger, doesn't show back up until it's perfectly safe, which I assume will be when we're out of here.
They're having this conversation just from a distance. Callan here just pokes around and says, "Are you talking about me?"
I just kind of go, no, not you, Colin here. I kind of give him like a pat in the head, like, good boy, go away.
Isn't he taller than you?
I'm 6 foot. I don't know how tall Callan here is.
I mean, he's an elf.
He's tall,
he's
don't
no, I'm 5'8".
Oh.
Okay, so I'll just get like at least sort of my level, maybe a little bit below, but like, no, not you, Colin here. Well, Anela, shall we?
Yes, and I was hoping while hunting and making sure we had necessities such as food, I was going to collect some herbs as well if possible.
You'll do what you need.
Okay. Then the two of us will go back out into the rain in search of, I don't know, narratively I said firewood. I don't know if we actually need to find it or not. I guess we do.
Depends on if you want a fire.
Yeah.
Well, I said food, and it's like if we need
Yeah.
firewood, I can get that on the side as well.
Yeah, and then we'll hunt together, and then at one point Anelia will look for any types of plants and herbs in the area with her herbalism kit. I don't know if you read all of the weather lore stuff too, but it also mentions the habits of creatures that dwell in areas. I don't know if that can assist as well. I understand if weather lore is starting to sound a bit OP.
It does say, like, you know how bears hibernate, or
Yeah.
you can find the game.
It's raining sideways.
I
As
gave her
far as
survival skills, so.
as far as wildlife is concerned, this area of the forest is almost dead silent. excluding the rain.
Figures.
You know that there are wolves that thrive in these lands. There's some deer, though they're not very common to find. They'd be very hard to track.
Mm-hmm.
And then beyond that, unless you're near a large fortress or something like that, there's pretty much no other wildlife around.
Okay.
That's depressing.
So, nothing in terms of food, really, potentially.
Wolves,
try.
if you're lucky enough to find deer,
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Do I need to, I guess, roll anything to confirm that we found them, or can we go?
Well,
ahead
I
and
was
sort of...
I was just telling you what you would know based on weather lore.
Oh, what I would know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, based on that knowledge, I'm gonna try to hunt some wolves and deer with volley, and try to
Alright.
find their specific.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's me!
And yeah, I'm gonna
how'd I
try
do?
to.
7 out of 10.
You gotta be like, it's me!
I'm gonna try and find them now.
So one of you can give me a survival check at advantage.
How's your survival?
6.
Take it. I'm a 5.
Okay. Oh, I didn't click advantage. Hold on.
Roll again.
Roll it again.
At 20!
Ooh.
What up?
You're not able to find any deer, but you do find a pack of wolves.
Okay.
Oh, I like wolf meat every now and again.
You got a bow on you, or do you, fight close range?
I got a bow.
Good. You can attack from afar then, and I'm gonna try to sneak around and flank the wolves.
I'll provide you cover.
A stealth check.
From her, right? Not me?
Yeah, from me.
Yeah, she's the
Okay.
one sneaking.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Ooh. Can we argue at advantage because I'm covering her?
No!
That does not help her be quieter.
Wolf fight. Wolf fight.
Oh crap!
Just her nail. Oh God!
Nelia?
Inelia.
Right,
You can call her N if that's easier.
I might just call you N.
N is
Okay,
totally
for-
fine. She
especially
did
after
say
a night
that
of,
session 1 too. Oh, fudge buckets.
Why do you do things?
I don't have a bow or a long-range weapon, so her way of hunting is sneak up and
And
stab.
throttle it.
You don't? You don't? I thought you did
No.
have a bow.
Go ahead and put yourselves over here.
Not as this character.
Where do you?
Over in ya.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Doot doot doot.
I almost clicked on Nathan. Alright.
Let the record
Take
show that
one.
I was not prepared for this encounter.
Same, I think.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh jeez. Okay.
Because
Oh God!
I'm gonna
why?
put you. No, I'm gonna put you over there because that's
That works.
you got a bit distance away.
Yay.
No, I don't want that one. I want
Uh,
this one.
Let's see.
Oh, why didn't I roll a 6? God.
Now I gotta brush up on all of my combat features here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh
Ooh.
jeez. Oh jeez. No.
And this is how they die.
Wolves, 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 wolves. Pack tactics, baby. Advantage on all attacks if there's another wolf nearby.
Yep.
Well, we are. DM, are we in wilderness?
Yes.
Yeah, so shut up, Matt.
What?
Do you have advantage on your initiative check?
I think he's
Not-
referring to a
Not
wanderer.
initiative. Hold on. I thought I had something. Nope, I don't. I lied. Still shut up. Still shut up, Matt.
Trying to switch music.
It's pretty happy music to fight wolves.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's
wolves
it
are-
called when half the party dies?
HPK?
HBK?
HPK?
It's called fuck you, Matt.
Uh-oh. Battle Bards is not responding to me now.
Oh wait, when fighting in the wilderness, your first round of attacks in every combat has advantage.
So your attacks have
Round
advantage.
at least.
Yeah, so your first... Your,
I
on the
will
first
take
round.
It, damn it.
Battle Bards, why you betray me?
I don't like you.
Battle
All I
Bards,
do-
you were the chosen one.
All I do is give.
You were meant to bring
hate you.
immersion to the tabletop games, not destroy it.
I hate you.
There we go.
Sweet.
Alright. Top of the round
Wolf.
are wolves. Wolves.
Wolves all the way down.
Wolf.
Here's Anelia, as you are sneaking around, your plate mail planks a bit, and as you go to hush it, you snap or step on a twig, and it snaps right through the tree line. You see
Heavy sigh.
the wolves perk up and look over in your direction. And one is going to come running to you,
Puppy!
and it's going to make a bite as it runs. And with a natural 1, we'll miss. Which brings us to the other wolf. 10, 15, 20, 25.
This is not how I thought hunting food would go.
20, 25.
The thing with
30
wolves
right
is
there.
they bite back.
Yeah,
And
but I
this
thought
one
it'd be
will-
like a nice, simple, I'm gonna shoot them, but I know I'm gonna go sneak
And-
up on them.
20.
What is my armor class? That will hit.
9 piercing damage.
Ooh, that's fun.
And hit a strength saving throw.
Ooh, it's not fun. Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Everything's fine. We're fine.
24 will succeed as you resist getting pulled down to the ground by the jaws of the wolf. Brings us to Anelia.
That's great. Give me 1 second. I'm going to sigh heavily. And then
Heavily as you get bitten.
yeah, just like well. And I'm going to swing both of my scimitars at the first wolf that attacked me.
Go ahead.
It was one. It's 2 scimitars and then an offhand scimitar, correct? Is this what we
Yes.
said? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want me to roll all of them first before?
Go for it.
Oof.
Oh.
That 8 though.
19 and the 25 will hit. Roll damage.
5 slashing plus 11 slashing. That offhand was nice.
Damn.
16.
They are considered as radiant damage, by the way, in case. Oh, yeah, that's right. In
Good
case you needed to
lord.
know that.
All right.
Yeah, that's
well,
good to know. Actually.
update that in your character sheet.
Yeah, I just realized that it's part of the feature, but not the damage.
All
Okay.
right, anything else?
No, that's gonna be my turn because I trust that Volley knows what he's doing since I'm hoping he noticed that their attention has been put on me and he will take care of them quickly.
Whoa, wait, hold up.
As the other one goes into a full sprint right to Valley and makes a bite attack with a 22.
Yep.
10 piercing. I need a strength save.
Ow.
Welcome to Southern Mirkwood.
Yay.
15 will succeed as you fend off being dragged to the ground. Valley.
Sorry, Ann. Sorry, Ann, you're on your own for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna attack the wolf in front of me. I'm gonna draw my sword.
Go for it.
And then extra attack.
20 and 18, both will hit. Jeez, you two are like rolling the same damage.
High five.
All right, that brings us. Anything else?
Let me make sure I got. Damn it! I have my advantage on that one. I was saving it for my bow attack. Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh well, doesn't matter too much. All right, no, that's it.
All right, that brings us to the top of the round. The next two wolves, and Elliot, you're going to take 2 bite attacks total at advantage, which is a 9 and an 11.
Oof. Bad number.
These
combo.
wolves suck. Both will miss. That'll end their turn. And Elia,
I smacked the same one.
swords aren't for smacking.
Whatever.
I don't know. I can't.
Hey!
Nice. Nat 20 on 1.
The 11 will miss. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage for the rest.
That's regular scimitar, and then there's offhand. Hey, at least Anelia knows how to fight.
Anything else?
Nope. I'm gonna steel myself and turn to face the other wolf next to me.
All right, that brings us to the wolf by volley, who's trying to circle him. He'll make a bite attack with an 18.
Yep.
8 piercing. I need a strength save.
Ooh.
Oh man.
As he moves off to your side, and he comes and he clamps down on your leg, biting into the calf, and drags your feet out from under you and puts you to the ground. You're now prone.
Rude.
How
That
rude.
brings us to volley.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna take half my movement to stand, and I'm gonna bitch slap this wolf with my sword.
Go for it.
Literally, that was a bitch slap. And second.
Ooh.
God
Oh
damn it!
my god!
He's just swinging wildly.
So one was a pimp slap, the other one was a bitch slap, apparently.
As you stand and put weight on that leg, it sort of gives out a bit, and you try to look and find your target, and all you can see is the reflective eyes darting back and forth, and you can't actually find your mark as you swing in the dark.
Okay.
That
Yep.
brings
That's
us
it
to
for Valley. Fuck.
the other one. Bites out at you, Anelia, with a 14.
Ah, meets it.
You take 8 piercing,
Yay.
and I need a strength save.
Okay. 17.
17. You're able to stay on your feet.
Sweet.
Anelia.
Smack.
I believe it's 3 smacks.
Schmackety schmackety. I wanna go smack happy on you.
Perhaps
24,
you-
14, and 11.
Perhaps you can narrate your soul smacking.
Okay,
No,
okay,
just
so
whack.
she's
Whack. Whack.
I will for next
Whack.
combat then. These are just wolves.
Whack.
Yeah, but I mean, make it entertaining. Come
Okay,
on.
Okay, she's dual wielding 2 scimitars, and she's just doing a lot of this kind of fighting where she's just swinging one at a time and going.
A flourish.
20
Yes, thank you.
24 and the 14 will hit.
Sweet. There's the 24's damage. Oh, and the 14?
Yes.
Okay,
I like
10,
that better.
10
Whack.
total.
Just
Whack.
need that as a gift. Just Hannibal going whack,
Wow.
Soundbite. Whack!
whack, 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 whack.
Valley, as you're trying to find purchase with your sword on this wolf, it rushes back into a bush and fades from your view real quick. You hear it move around off to your side, and it lunges out, comes down on your neck, and clamps down with a natural 20.
Wait, what? For what?
What?
The wolf is by. Oh, it's its turn now?
Yes!
I never said my
Yeah.
turn was over, but okay. I was confused.
I mean, me, so.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
tried to keep it moving!
That's good. That's fine. I was just confused.
Wait.
All right.
Play it through, DM. Regardless, is gonna happen.
Okay, at 20, I got bit in the neck.
No,
No,
Valley
No,
did.
Va-
me.
Oh.
Me.
Okay, my bad.
Help
Whack.
me.
Sorry, I thought it was still my turn.
No, I'm getting butt fucked by a wolf.
Alright, Anelia, is there anything else on your turn?
No.
Alright, Valley, you get
Fucking
attacked
Valley.
and you get bitten with a natural 20. You take
Yep.
15 piercing damage. I need the strength save.
Good God. Please say that helps.
17 succeeds.
Thank you.
Valley, you're up.
I'm gonna try to attack the wolf again.
I'm telling you, this is how they die.
So far, I'm damn close. That nat 20 fucked me hard. Alright.
In southern Mirkwood, wolf hunt you.
11 will miss. 23 will hit.
Please be enough to kill this thing.
Not quite.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Well, it's been fun, everybody.
Brings us to the top of the round. With
This
a-
ain't my turn. I'm kidding, go.
I'm getting it
Okay.
triggered.
I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. Nothing to do, go ahead.
As the jaws reach out for you, Anelia, with a 12, they will miss.
Okay.
Anelia,
I would
You're up.
like to do a final flourish with my scimitars.
okay. A final one, you're done after this?
Well, I think he's gonna die, I hope. Smack!
Me or the wolf?
Whack.
A wolf.
Whack.
Why not both?
All
Okay,
3
that's
will
what
hit.
Oz does.
All three.
All 3 will hit.
Whack, whack, whack.
1, 2, 3.
That's whack.
That's 21 points.
I
Whack.
swear to God, that does not kill it. Okay.
Whack.
That's a beefy. That's the alpha beefy wolf.
And then I will turn around and do a dash to right next to Volley. How is Volley looking?
He's looking whack.
Then I will tell me regular action. I will go ahead and action surge so that I can utilize a healing die. on Volley.
I just looked at Valley's hit points.
Oh really? Is it that bad?
Yeah?
Holy shit!
So Anelia comes running over and goes.
Like I said, that nat 20 fucked me hard.
So Anelia runs to the situation and sees him fighting this wolf and suddenly sees how bad Volley is looking, and she goes, oh, and she's gonna drop both of her scimitars, rummage through a side pouch she has,
Cut me, Mick.
and she'll take like this weird, like goo, mushed herb goo of stuff and just slap it on Volley's arm.
Yes. Just like Vida.
Yeah. My neck that took a bite of a fucking wolf. Oh yeah, my
You
arm.
what?
Yeah, there's like a chunk just missing from his neck.
Well, if she saw that, she's gonna be afraid of just flat out knocking him out if she attacks his neck like that. So
Alright, DM, what do I do?
I'm rolling your healing die. Hold on.
Thank you, I guess.
Call for Tech Cat.
You get 5 hit points back.
No offense to my players, but I love how both the healers in this campaign, their knee-jerk reaction is I just slap it on them. I just smack them.
Okay.
As I'm holding my neck.
I
Dang.
beat the healing into them.
Hey, that was on brand for Vida.
No, so I was gonna say, I'm sure Vidar and Anelia do it for 2 very different reasons, but it's the same kind of outcome. So yeah, she's gonna slap it on Valley's arm, and then she'll look and go, okay, are you feeling better? And then she'll go to pick up her scimitars at the end of her turn.
Great, fine, yep, wonderful.
She pulls out this like black roll of things and just pulls out flex tape. All right.
Slap it on there.
That's a lot of damage!
That's a lot of damage.
All right. You can heal 5 hit points.
Volley's getting renamed to JonTron.
I like the character choice to use an action surge to heal over attack. That brings us to the wolf.
There's reasons.
I'm saying I like the character choice. I didn't say it didn't make sense. Who is fixated on volley with a 6-will miss.
Thank God. Finally.
Volley.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna try and attack this thing again. For giggles.
Whack, whack.
There we go.
Those will hit.
Please fucking kill this thing.
Whack.
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 Whacking it.
Change volley to JonTron for a little bit.
Whew!
Whack.
So you've slain the wolves.
Yay!
It's like being level 1 all over again.
Whack. Oh, it's back
Except
to
you're 6. Alright.
Oh,
So yeah.
She like takes a moment to kind of recompose. He should do.
Snake-
How are you?
Snake- Sneak around them, will ya?
Well, I did say I would. Do you not see? I don't have any long range weapons.
Yeah, apparently not.
Are you not all right?
No!
Oh, well, that was all I had. I can't help any further. That's why I wanted to look for some more while we were out. Perhaps
Well, now's our chance to find some. We got the wolves, we got our food. Let's find some herbs. Why don't we?
if you would like, you can take the wolves with you and head back to camp and rest, and I can forage on my own. I've done it before.
Let's put the wolves in a group, and based on what we saw out here, I'm not letting you go on your own.
I can handle myself if that's what you're worried about.
I'm not saying you can't, but in numbers, you never know what might pop out.
All right. Well, if you do decide to come with me further, then the little bit that I put on your arm there is quite all I can do. I know a little bit of helping with some ailments, but not a whole lot.
Relax, I'll live. Let's just go and find these herbs.
You look pretty bad, are you sure?
I'm fine, let's go.
Okay. I guess we'll take the wolves back and then go back out.
No, let's leave them so we don't like backtrack too far. Let's like leave them in the spot where we'll pass them as we come back and we'll find your herbs.
You don't think they'll get taken from? Okay.
Wolves? I doubt it.
Alright. I'm gonna run forward like 10 to 20 feet then and start foraging, looking for plants.
Alright. Go ahead and give me a survival check. Are you looking for something in particular?
Oh, I don't know what... I, as a player, do not know what flowers are in the area. But I am looking for some healing herbs that I can have on hand. I don't know if Athelis is around, or...
Really need to mark that patch.
Primary one. And I was also going to ask if I happen to have advantage or anything with the assistance of an herbalism kit, or if that herbalism kit is used for something else. Like
Herbalism kit is used for harvesting. You're looking for them right now.
Okay, so, okay.
What'd you roll?
17.
17. Don't believe Athelis is native to this region.
Okay. That was the first one that came to mind.
No, because this is more marshland. What was the other one you were looking for?
I didn't mention any others. I was just trying to look for something. I said Athelis because it was the first one I thought of in my head.
Okay. You find like black toadstools and mushrooms
Okay.
and roots is mostly what you find.
Do any of them seem poisonous?
Give me a nature check.
Black toadstools, mushrooms, and roots. You said nature check.
Yeah.
That would be an 8.
Don't know.
Whoa.
You haven't been in this type of area in a long time, if ever.
Okay, I'm gonna take everything that I find.
Okay.
So, like, I assume I have, like, a couple of each or one of each? Okay.
Yeah.
And, once I do that, I will group back with Volley and let him know I'm finished and we can head back. Oh, firewood.
Okay. You looking for firewood too now?
One of us probably should. Do you want to look for firewood?
Yeah, I'll look while you're looking for your herbs.
Cool.
Alright, give me a survival check, Wally.
Hey.
17's all around. Yeah, you are able to find a bundle of some dry sticks and larger tree limbs to at least get you a fire for the night.
Bala.
Well,
Did you find the
I-
herbs?
Not quite what I was looking for, but I believe I found something to make use of. I think we are finished.
Very good. Let's head back. Let's not forget our catch of the day.
Yes. And we'll take the wolves and head back to camp.
Yep. So you grab the 3 wolves, drag them all the way back to camp, or carry them, whatever you do. And you get back and you find your 2 companions where you left them.
Ah, yes. How did hunting go?
Could have went better.
Yes, the wolves did not take to Volley too well, but we survived and we have food now.
Oh, come now, Valdi. You tell me you're not an animal person?
Not this time.
Well, things have been downright peaceful here. Thank you for your efforts.
Of course.
To help the cause.
Here, Vala, you need this, and I offer him some of my wineskin.
I will take a hard hit of that.
I'm gonna start preparing fire, and I'm just gonna start prepping the meat too, like cure it, try to keep it, try to maintain it, and just start prepping some food that will last, and hopefully be part of rations or something. And I'm gonna throw some mushrooms in there for flavor, like a stew.
Only it had taters.
I know.
What a tainted precious.
Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Yeah.
So as you're cooking in this pot of wolf mushroom stew, everyone sort of takes a moment to relax around the fire, and after some time you notice that there's something else in the camp watching you make this stew that's just sitting on a tree limb not too far from where you are. It just looks like there's a large brown squirrel just watching the fire.
We
I'm
noticed.
just gonna count.
Yes, you notice it. That's why I told you about it.
So I'm just gonna point up. Is like, look up that.
I'm gonna hold up
By
the mushroom.
Manway, that squirrel is absolutely huge.
Hey, so's your mother.
Touche, squirrel.
Fuck. I forgot about the Italian squirrels in this game all of a sudden.
Cannon.
Combat versus squirrels of unusual size.
It's
I
canon.
still want one.
It's canon. I wrote the Tolkien estate.
I still want one as a pet. Hey, oh.
So looks like you guys got through the Tyrant's Hill.
Yes, we
Please tell-
did.
Please tell me he's smoking a cigar or something up there. See, you
I-
guys made their
That's
Tyrant's
good.
Hill.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Timidly, Anelia is gonna lower the mushroom she was holding out, and then she's gonna say in it's Kenya, and she's gonna be Mankarat, which means what are you doing?
No one speaks that, Anelia.
It's her mother tongue, so she's not gonna remember to not speak her mother tongue all the time.
Start the zitti. Sorry, my Italian's coming out now.
It was nothing. A few honeyed words couldn't get us through, and maybe a little white lie.
Honey, acorns, I'll take anything. But I was sent here with a message, as you probably guessed, because I'm a talking squirrel. Radagast returned to Roscabel. He doesn't plan on returning. He said he saw enough at Tyrant's Hill. Don't know what that means, but he's urging you to press on, and if you find anything in Dol Guldur, to bring it back to him.
Oh,
Ah, well, how kind of the wizard to leave us to our own affairs.
What does he mean saw enough?
vaguely intimidating squirrel.
Eh?
I have something for you to return to Radagast.
Eh?
Tell Radagast that Lord Morgred of Tyrant's Hill is recruiting an ally to infiltrate into the East Bight, and that he is the one responsible, we believe, for Lord Frow's death in the north.
Well, I could certainly try, but the spell's gonna wear off in a few seconds.
Well, tell it to your animal friends. Maybe it'll make its way to him.
Away.
So he told the party to come back with whatever we find at Dol
If you
Guldur.
find anything, to bring it back to him.
Well, I
He's-
guess we'll have
he-
to wait until we return to civilization to tell them of the Dark Lord Morgred who sits on their southern border.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
urging you to press on, if you so choose.
Press on we shall, though. Adventures to be had. Wolves to slay and get slain by.
Wolves only get bigger from here.
I mean, how big could a wolf get? Like, yeah.
Big enough to become a warg.
Now, werewolves, oof. There's something you don't want to be facing down.
Well, regardless, she's gonna hold up like a journal of hers that you guys saw her write while traveling on that boat during first session, taking notes and stuff. I record everything in here, so whatever details we come up with, they'll be safekeeping in here when we can. We'll have full details when we return to Radagast.
That's some smart thinking there, Anelia.
Thank you.
So with that, you guys retire for the evening. We'll count this as a long rest, so Vali, you can you can recoup.
I get my
Thank
action search back.
I
Yay,
didn't
full
spend.
hit
I didn't
points.
spend any resources.
No.
I did. Fucking Anela.
With the work on the wolves and their meat, does that quantify to any amount of rations or?
Did you throw it all in the stew?
No. I
How
said
much?
I was working on curing some to have be part of rations, and then I added flavor with stew for the mushrooms, so
Okay,
I would say a portion I used for stew.
Give me a survival check for the curing process.
Okay, talkies.
Wolf, jerky. Wolf,
16.
jerky.
16. Between the 4 of you, you got 2 days of rations.
Oh,
Each of us?
Nice.
Yeah, 2 for each.
Sweet! That just
Excellent.
replenishes the 2 we just used!
It's fine, because it's a 10-day journey from here.
Oops.
So as the next morning comes, the rain has finally subsided. It's a bit humid with what's left over, with the excess moisture sitting in the trees and the ground on this summer's day. But you do notice that, aside from the humidity, that the atmosphere of this section of the woods feels slimy and dank.
Ooh.
So there's just something about the air in this region. And you guys gather your things, take a deep breath, and your head spins a bit, noticing that the very air seems noxious. Almost like there's vapors pouring out from the plants around you. And there's a thought for half a second of, was that squirrel real? But I don't know.
Spoken an accent we don't know about.
Perhaps we should harvest some of these plants to smoke them later.
Perhaps if they don't seem to try to kill us first?
And you guys head off south, continuing your mission without Radagast the Brown to guide you. So who will be taking over as guide from this point forward?
I think we said Volley was gonna do that when we
Yes.
would lose Radagast.
Okay. I just need to make a note. So I have that. Volley, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Shebang. Not bad.
15. All right. So you get your bearings. You know the general lay of southern Mirkwood. You know the next landmark to come across would be the fens of Dol Guldur, which would also have Fenbridge Castle. So you guys follow your new guide and begin heading southwest from where you are to cover the next 10-day journey, barring no interruptions. For Dol Guldur, without your wizard. Breathing in the noxious fumes that you notice seem to lighten up about midday, so it seems to be something in the morning as the wood comes alive. That came out wrong.
And
Moving on. Moving on.
Do we though?
do we though?
Does with the fumes and the noxious atmosphere, is that all it feels, or does it also feel like some sort of like haunting, like paranormal activity?
Give me a perception check.
Hey ghosts, it's me, your boy.
15. I'm just curious.
No, you don't get the feeling of that.
Okay.
Though this is known as the Haunted Wood, you don't see anything that's directly causing nothing in terms of
Okay.
ethereal or otherwise.
Okay.
So you guys head on south, heading for the fens of Dol Guldur, and that is where we will end tonight and see what happens next week.
Ooh.
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 So you guys ran into your good friend Mogdred.
It's not my friend.
Apparently, he's no one's friend. Maybe that's why he's the way he is.
Vidal tried really hard to get the Woodmen to accept him.
Hey, Mathan
Aw.
tried a little bit as well.
I mean, we all did try as a party.
I was gonna say, we all had a mutual agreement on how to proceed with the folk moot, and it is so not what happened.
It was a high DC.
It was. I was like, what was it? I think I was like 1 point away.
Yeah, I think the DC was like 25 or something.
I
I thought
rolled.
it was two.
I have it right here.
I think the only way to have gotten it was roll a natural 20 with my skill was back then, and I remember rolling a 19, I think, and I thought that was pretty close.
Yeah, to speak for him and try and urge people to accept him was a DC of 20. To speak against him and convince people that not to include him was a DC of 10. Because they already had that mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So.
it. I remember being 1 point away.
Yeah, your modifier wasn't going to get
It
you
was
there.
gonna help.
So, but it's now the way the world is, and it's having effects.
Because now we have dramatic plot. Things are intertwining.
2 seasons of intertwines. So that is all for us tonight. We'll pick this up again next week and see what goodies or baddies you find in Dol Guldur. And then tomorrow night, Lindsay will be painting.
Yeah!
And we should, hopefully, have a Hero Forge mini to paint relatively soon. So we can get that off to the winner of that giveaway.
Throwy.
That should get to us soon. Hopefully, things have come up, but
He's having a fun time making it on Hero Forge.
Hey, they're coming out with some cool stuff. They just released a base or 2 different bases, and it's not just like a normal base. It looks like city rubble, so you can have them like standing on top of rubble or something like that.
That's cool.
It makes the mini XL sized, but at that point, you can throw wings on them. You've already gone to the XL part.
XXXL.
Yeah.
That's when they learn how to charge you more. So, other than that, you can join our Discord. The invite is below, or you can hit up Nightbot for it. Keep an eye on Twitter, since we did Brawlhalla a couple of times during our inadvertent hiatus. We're thinking of having some sort of game night, maybe once a month, every so often. But if we can get something an idea, we're gonna post out a survey of what you guys think, and see where we want to go with that. We might not have it be every week, but we'll figure something out. So, other than that, you can see us tomorrow and again next week, and you can follow everyone else on their respective channels that we host below. So thank you all for joining us tonight. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We're almost through it. Good night.
I hope.
Bye.
Bye.